How do you say que alguien está bien pendejo en inglés? I've seen hella right-wing influencers and Latino magas, you know, that crowd, trying to use whataboutism to dismiss the current conversation about civil rights and humanity by saying things such as, what about when Charlie Kirk wasn't alive? Y'all didn't go out there and protest. Protesting what's happening right now is bad. We didn't go out there and protest for Lake and Riley. Next time that you hear somebody try to pivot the conversation, you can respond like this. What happened to those folks were criminal cases, not a constitutional crisis. The folks in those cases and other cases you will hear were held accountable. They're behind bars. And even though that doesn't repair the harm, it is a form of accountability. In contrast, what we are witnessing with La Migra right now are protests against policies, protests against the abuse of systemic power, protests demanding that justice is done. In the cases that they keep mentioning, justice is already being served. And if you are not content with the way that people in power are dealing with those cases, you should have gone out there and protested too. I mean, what they are trying to do is to pivot the logic of what's happening in this protest by trying to invoke our emotions. I'm not here to dismiss the tragedies that happen. Protesters are not doing anything wrong by being outspoken and standing up against people that are creating harm, by the system that is creating harm. So once again, if you hear people try to dismiss the protest, try to talk down on the protesters, or try to say that it's morally wrong to go out and protest, by talking about one of those tragedies that I mentioned earlier, remind them that those are criminal incidents and people are being held accountable. And even if not perfect, the system is trying to work on those cases. With the current ICE protests, it's about systemic violence. It's against the state, an agent of the state. And the system is failing people. Nobody's being held accountable yet. At this moment, protesting is the best way to try and get attention and try to seek justice. Familia, what did I miss? I'm sure logic doesn't work with some of these folks, but now at least you know what you can say. Don't forget to share. Gracias.